By the end of this video you will understand why people show off so much. Here is a question before we start. What if the things that people show off the most are the things that people lack the most? Psychology has a name for it, it's called compensation. In a stronger form, it's called overcompensation. The idea was developed in detail by Alfred Adler. Before we go on, please subscribe, that's the best way to promote my channel. When we carry a feeling of deficiency, vulnerability or inferiority, our mind often wants to cover it with an external image. And that's where all of those almost cartoon-like behaviors come from. You know, the guy who constantly performs toughness, the person who's obsessed with status, the endless display of power, dominance, and exaggerated masculinity. But be careful not to trust all of that showing off too easily. Sometimes when someone is broadcasting strength, dignity, status, and success, it's not a sign that they have it, but rather it's evidence they feel the painful need to prove them. Now, let's be honest, our minds rarely spend that much energy to advertise something that already feels secure and stable. Because if a person has an inner foundation, they don't really need to wave it in front of every stranger they meet. Pay attention to those who show off with their money, for example. If you pay close attention, you can see something like, please, look at my money. That's why these exaggerated performances can be surprisingly easy to read. The fascinating part is that compensation often reveals more than it hides. A person is trying to conceal their inner deficit, but the very way they try to conceal it makes everything visible. But of course, it's important not to turn it into a simplistic rule. Strong doesn't automatically mean weak. Confident doesn't automatically mean insecure. Sometimes strength is just strength. Sometimes confidence is simply confidence. How do I tell the difference then? Look at three things: context, fragility, and audience. A genuine quality appears when it's useful for something, but compensation is a performance that constantly needs spectators. The compensation usually tends to fall apart whenever it encounters all sorts of irony, criticism, and doubt. In the end, real stability, come on, doesn't need proof, but compensation always does.